Hey, it's your old pal Fernbark. It's July 1st. It's right around 1700, which if you're not using Freedom units is right about 5 p.m. And I'm exhausted. Put in a full work day today, and then got on the road with the other dumbass, just like this one on camera, and drove up here into the woods. It sucked. Anyhow, enough of that story. Time to get ready for bed, because I did just mention it was 1700. And I'm going to upgrade from a leaf blower to a more dedicated tool for inflating my mattress. If you're listening on headphones, you're going to want to turn this all the way up because it's going to be awesome. Well, that took like right around a minute. By the end of that minute, this thing is really pumping out some hot air right over your fingertips out these little holes. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, it was surprising the heat. Also, way easier than a leaf blower. Well, this bucket, I had to switch to from peanut butter to almond butter because the mice keep walking onto this bucket and falling inside. So I put almond butter in as a smell deterrent, and then I put this peanut in a shell right there as a visual deterrent. So maybe they'll stop crawling up this ladder and falling in the bucket. Well, I'm too tired to get creative, so tonight I'm going to have beef pasta marinara from ReFuel. And if you believe the videos that I've posted, apparently I had this 4 years ago. I have no recollection, so this will be fun to try for the first time again. So let's go ahead and crack this packet of 1,040 calories of beef and pasta goodness open. I don't know why this confounds me every time I try it. There we are. Guess we don't need to see that. I'm not eating that. So far, so good. Lots of beef in there. All the seasoning's down on the bottom, so you're going to want to make sure you stir this pretty good. So not only am I too lazy to be creative, I'm also too lazy to build a fire. So I'm going to use my Lissetti battery box and my little electric pot, which is drawing 610 watts according to this guy. Hopefully I'll have hot water in about a minute and a half. This only calls for 1 cup of water, which doesn't actually seem like that much. I have to make sure I really get this stirred up decently. Here we are, 10 minutes later, fully rehydrated. She's a beaut. Smells good. Alright, I'm going to give her a quick taste test and sit down and watch CT eat some beef jerky and an IMP for Canada Day. By the way, it's way after Canada Day by the time you watch this. I'm not even drinking and I can't talk. Anyhow, cheers. It's really mild. Needs to kind of have like more sauce to it or something. I think they need to get a hold of the people at Gastronome and put some of those tomatoes and garlics that they've got into this thing. That would zip her up pretty good. It's okay. It just doesn't have any pizzazz to it. But I'm going to totally crush this after I put some pepper in it. Once I put a decent amount of pepper into this and a slice of pepper jack cheese, it was actually quite delicious. A little plain. Kind of weird. But otherwise pretty decent. I'm easily influenced. That's a personal problem I'm working on, but until I'm 100% on that, things like this will happen. So Dave sent me a text. He's like, hey, check out this deal Pathfinder's having on this reproduction kit. And, you know, so then I bought it. And since I felt I hadn't spent enough money with the Pathfinder company, I also picked up their sausage with biscuits and gravy kit. Or sausage gravy with biscuits. That sounds a lot better. Let's take a look. When asked how many ingredients they wanted to use, they must have said yes. Anyhow, we got 640 calories in this sucker and 12 grams of protein. Well, that's not a whole lot. But they made up for it with 52 grams of carbohydrates. Well, you know, it's biscuits and gravy, so there you have it. This is kind of cool. We got a little... Oh, we got a biscuit. Here's our biscuit right in here. And this would be our... Oh, I'm doing terrible. I can't see anything in the sunshine here. I might have to move to the shade. Hope that comes up. But there's our gravy right there. Now, this package is probably the flimsiest package I've ever used for something that's supposed to have over a 20-year shelf life. So, man, I don't know if I would really trust this for the long haul if you're looking for long-term food storage. But they say 2048, so I guess, you know, trust them till proven otherwise, maybe? How's that? Better? We're going to need to bring 1 cup of water to boil. And I'm just going to use this little alcohol burner. This is not the proprietary. It's not going to take that much alcohol to get this rolling either. Well, I forgot to hit record before I lit the stove. Not really that exciting anyways. Here's our 1 cup of water. And this should be going lickety-split. Woo! Well, that was quick. It was just a couple minutes tops. Let me get this thing out of the way before I... Woo! I'm going to go ahead and stir this up and let her sit for a bit. I don't see a lot of sausage right off the bat. I think they went pretty skinny with the sausage in here, which I believe, considering the protein count wasn't all that high. Here's our gravy. A lot of room left in this bag. Doesn't need to be this tall at all. Probably going to trim this down in a second. Make sure I got nothing left on the bottom. Bit hot. There's a little bit. That is really bland gravy. Still pretty loose, which is okay because we still got this whole big biscuit to stick in there. I'm gonna have to put some pepper in there first or something. It's got 1,800 milligrams of sodium, which also includes this full-size biscuit. But yeah, it needs some flavor. Alright, I got a decent dose of pepper in there, and we're going to add just a dash, I hope. Got to be careful. Frank's hot sauce. If you want to take this on a hike with you, I'm going to suggest you pack some lots of extra flavor. I still don't see any sausage in there to speak of. I guess there's a couple of maybe those lumps right there of sausage. Let's taste this for flavor. I have to put a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Well, I won't have to add any more of that for sure. Yep. It's red sauce now. Let's get our biscuit in here. Ooh. Now, if you like your biscuits soft, you're going to want to put that in much earlier. I like the biscuits to have a little bit of texture to them, so I don't mind if they're a little crunchy in a meal like this. I'm making a total mess of this. This would be easier if I hadn't cut the bag so short. All right. Let me see if I can stir that up without making a total mess. I gotta say, it doesn't really look like a whole bunch. We'll find out. So despite it being about 15 minutes, this bag is still piping hot, hence the glove. Cheers. Ooh. It's okay, especially once I doctored it up, but there's lots better product out here for the same exact price that gives you more stuff in it, has actual, like for instance, the Peak ReFuel, better than this. Even the Mountain House, way better than this. Yeah, this would not, this is my first and last time with this guy. Sorry, y'all over there at Pathfinder. Let's go ahead and put a bow on this thing. Whoops. Or this thing. It doesn't really look that much from either side. The biscuit saved it. The biscuit was really good. All in all, the meal wasn't bad. It's just that there's so many other options out there that are better. But about halfway through, I was really getting into it because that biscuit was so good. And then, of course, you know, you put enough of this stuff on there and it's going to help quite a bit. But, yeah, one and done on that one.